Hi, Mr. Bradshaw here. Oh, I call myself Mr. Bradshaw again. My mentor tells me just call myself Tony Bradshaw. I'm just a person. I'm not trying to be an overbearing teacher. Tony Bradshaw. Hi. I run addsometeyouриncome.com, and my messages are about ways to increase your income. My hope is that you will find ways to increase your income, that you are a person like me that was scrimping by, scraping the deodorant off the deodorant container because you are trying to keep your expenses so low. Maybe you're another teacher like me. You know what it's like to be on that teacher salary. You get that little pay stub and you're like, I don't do this for the money. And yet, I'm in a really big pickle. I got holes in my shoes. I'm driving around a teacher car, and it just doesn't feel very rich. And you kind of get down on yourself sometimes. And I've been there, and I know that you get there too. I remember one day I was driving, and I was just like, oh, I going to a meeting, I remember, and I was just feeling, I'm so poor. Again, I'm driving, right? So I'm rich. There are millions of billions of people that wish they could have a car. I just was, feeling like I wasn't rich, comparing myself to others. Wow. Anyway, I realized, okay, I'm in a funk. I'm just feeling this way. And I know it's not true because I have been to the place that I've realized I am very well off compared to others. So, how do I get myself back? And I decided to a selfie. I was stopped. I came up to a place that was stopped and took a selfie. And I immediately could see, okay, I know I have stuff. I have some amazing things. I later was able to sit down and be like, what is in this picture that proves to me that I am well off? I was going on that. I'm really trying to get to how to increase your gift income. Yes, I am going to talk about how to increase your gift income. There are two basic steps to it. The first step follows kind of naturally. The second one, your accountant is going to disagree with me in a big way. And even if I'd heard this quite a few years ago, I'd probably disagree with me. But it's the secret. It is the secret to increasing gift income that I will share with you. The two ways. Let's dive in. First is to ask. The second way is to give. Asking. I'm I'm years into teaching. I'm at the struggling spot where, I really did have holes in my shoes. It was snowing outside, and I was walking around with these holes in my shoe where snow was getting in on my toes. Okay? I You finally get to this breaking point where I'm going to ask. And I asked for the shoe situation. I had been talking at the time about what it's like to walk around in another man's shoes because I got shoes secondhand. There are people in your life who love you and have money and want to make sure you have shoes that don't have holes in them. And that might be you. You might be the person who's ready to take care of you, making some extra money so that you can walk around in new shoes instead of someone else's shoes. What do you need to ask yourself in order to increase your income? Ask yourself, how do I increase my income? How do I increase my labor income? How do I make more money there? Watch some of these videos on this channel. Take a moment now to subscribe and see what I'm saying about ways to negotiate your salary, work your job so that you're making more, what to ask your boss when you want a raise, things like that that will really help you in bringing in more money there. You want to ask yourself, what is valuable that I have to offer to the world that's going to bring me income? How am I able to solve people's problems? What do I have that will solve other people's problems to help them? And how do I get that to the market so that I see passive income? On the gift income, this is someone else worked yesterday. When I say that, it sometimes gets me to kind of chuckle or people to laugh. I was reading in a book recently about why we laugh. They were trying to explain that laughing is usually a sign usually, but not always. They actually couldn't really get down to the exact reason why we laughed. It's a social thing, and it's something that we do that is often done when we meet up against, I'm going to say the word joke. They were trying to explain how a joke works as well. The joke is this twist on things, unexpected things. It almost makes you uncomfortable, like you're scared about it, and then you laugh. For example, when I was 2, I know this is a bit of a bunny trail, but we'll get back to the gift income. When I was 2, or less than 2, I was a toddler. I don't know my exact age because I don't have this memory in my brain, but I was with my mom at a friend's house. They were washing the car, and my mom heard this splash, small splash, in the ditch that runs in front of her house. And she turns to her friend and says, "Did you hear something?" And her friend's like, "No." And she looks where I was, which I had been playing up by the house and on the porch patio area, and I wasn't there. So then my mom looks, and in the ditch, there I am, and I'm turning end over end underwater. My mom runs over and jumps in the ditch and puts her arms down and then has to wait and watch as I'm tumbling end over end. She had gotten down lower in the ditch. Finally, I reach her. She gets me out. She pats my back. I start breathing. I'm fine, coughing, and such. And her friend, this is the laughing thing. I'm grateful I'm alive, right? I'm alive today. Grab my gratitude rock out of my pocket, and I'm grateful I'm alive, right? And her friend starts laughing hysterically, just laughing due to being uncomfortable about what had happened. My mom keeps a pretty cool head when things happen, and she asks her friend, "Susan, will you go get towels?" Give her something to do. But we laugh when in reality, it's maybe something surprising about this getting money from others. It's kind of an uncomfortable thing to ask for the gift of money. Requires you to be ready to make that ask. The gift income will come to you when you give, right? So I have one strong example about how this works. I, as a teacher, realized that I didn't need or want another one of those mugs that says teachers are in a class by themselves. I can drink out of this mug in front of my students, right? Like, yes, I'm in a classroom all by myself. Even right now, I'm in the classroom all by myself. I don't need another mug for the cupboard. And here's what you need to know about all these mugs, because there are a lot of great ones. They're nice appreciation gifts, and they're really cute. They say things that are just so wonderful. These mugs at the end of the school year end up piling up in the lounge, and that's what happens. These great messages that go to the teachers realize, I only need 1, 2, maybe 3 mugs. I don't need 10. And they end up down in the lounge. And then eventually either get donated or even sometimes thrown away. So it's just not a useful gift. So I was feeling that this particular year, and I came to the conclusion, I'm like, I'd rather have gift cards. Because gift cards that's money. I asked for gift cards. That first year that I asked, I received 5 gift cards to various places, various amounts, and I got to go and get just a variety of things. It was awesome. Had the variety of things that I either needed or really wanted. When I asked that, here are some specifics about how it came to be. It was the holiday season, and I was being expected to, put in with the other siblings for a gift. And we decided to give a gift of money to this rotation of giving, right? They were happy, the people who got it. They got a gift they wanted, and we had this easy gift giving. We didn't have to shop, figure it out, wrap it, get it to them. It was like, here is the gift money. I believe it was $20. Here's $20. There you go. That same year, my grandparents, who usually always pick out something, wrap it, and then spend it, they decided to send money. Now, again, I had asked for gift cards. I had given money to my siblings. My grandparents decided they would give all the grandkids a certain amount per kid, and one set amount for the family. And they kind of listed out things that they'd prefer we get. I think it was like a stuffed animal or something like that. But let the kid go to the store and pick out what stuffed animal they want. Right? Brilliant. So we got $100 to the family and $10, no, $20 for each kid? $10 for each member of the family. So it ended up being $160 of cash that came to our family. I'm talking about this is maybe getting like a little bit awkward, and you're wondering, okay, how does this follow the pattern, please? I asked for gift cards at school. I gave money. Then Grandma and Grandpa sent $160, well beyond, unexpected, really. Had a great time going shopping. I remember my youngest got this little tiny doll that could talk. And when Santa was bringing a much bigger one that we thought she'd love more, she liked the small one that could talk and loved that better than the really big expensive one that we got her. At any rate, also came all those gift cards to places that I could go and shop either online or in person, which I did a combination of both. When I look at the $20 that I gave, I received more than 10 times that much back. More than 10 times that back. This has to be practiced to be believed. Your accountant will say, giving away money does not increase your income. I say, giving away money increase. It is the key. It is the secret. It is the magic sauce of increasing your gift income, which is what we're talking about today. How to increase gift income. I look forward to hearing back from you about how this goes. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side.